What if I told you that the difference between the rich and the poor isn't money, education, or even luck? What if the real reason you're struggling financially has nothing to do with your circumstances and everything to do with your mindset? Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba and once China's richest man, started with absolutely nothing. He was rejected from jobs at KFC, McDonald's, and even the police force. Yet he built a $25 billion empire. Today, we're diving deep into his wisdom to uncover the real reasons why people stay poor. And more importantly, how you can break free from that cycle. If this resonates with you, smash that like button and subscribe to Meets Wisdom for more life-changing content. Section 1. The Mindset Trap. Jack Ma once said, "The biggest mistake people make is they think rich people are different from them." But here's the brutal truth. Poor people and rich people think completely differently about money, opportunities, and failure. Let me share 3 mindset traps that keep you poor. 1. The salary mindset. Poor people think in terms of salary. They ask, how much will you pay me per hour? Rich people think in terms of value creation. They ask, how can I solve problems and create value? Look at Elon Musk. When he started PayPal, he wasn't thinking about his hourly wage. He was thinking about revolutionizing online payments. That mindset shift made him billions. 2. The security obsession. Jack Ma was rejected from Harvard Business School 10 times, but he never gave up on his dreams for the sake of security. Poor people cling to job security, while rich people embrace calculated risks. Take Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx. She quit her stable sales job with just $5,000 in savings to start a company selling pantyhose. Today, she's worth over $1 billion. Drop risk in the comments if you're ready to step out of your comfort zone. 3. The victim mentality. Poor people blame their circumstances, the government, their boss, their background. Rich people take 100% responsibility for their situation and focus on what they can control. Jack Ma grew up in communist China with no resources, no connections, and faced massive obstacles. But instead of complaining, he said, if you don't give up, you still have a chance. Section 2. The opportunity blindness. Here's something that will shock you. Opportunities are everywhere, but poor people have trained themselves not to see them. Rich people have developed opportunity radar. The Internet Revolution example. In 1995, when Jack Ma first encountered the internet in Seattle, most people saw it as a novelty. But Ma saw the future. He immediately recognized that China needed internet businesses. While others saw problems, he saw possibilities. Similarly, when Reed Hastings got charged a $40 late fee at Blockbuster, most people would just pay it and complain. But Hastings saw an opportunity and created Netflix. That problem is now worth over $240 billion. The problem-solution mindset. Poor people see problems and complain. Rich people see problems and think, how can I solve this and make money doing it? Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia couldn't afford rent, so they rented out air mattresses in their apartment during a design conference. Instead of just struggling with money problems, they saw an opportunity. That became Airbnb, now worth $75 billion. Comment opportunity if you can think of a problem in your life that could become a business opportunity. Section 3. The fear of failure. Prison Jack Ma's most powerful quote, if you don't give up, you still have a chance. Giving up is the greatest failure. Poor people are paralyzed by the fear of failure. Rich people see failure as education. The failure resume. Did you know that before Alibaba, Jack Ma failed at numerous ventures? He applied for 30 jobs and was rejected by all of them. He even applied to be a waiter at KFC with 23 other people. 24 were hired, and he was the only one rejected. But here's what separated him. He kept a failure resume. Every rejection taught him something valuable. Every no brought him closer to the right opportunity. Famous failure to success stories. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination and having no good ideas. He went on to build the Disney empire worth $203 billion. Oprah Winfrey was born into poverty and faced numerous setbacks, including being fired from her first television job for being emotionally unfit for television. She became the first black female billionaire. Colonel Sanders was rejected 1,009 times before someone finally said yes to his chicken recipe. KFC is now a global empire. The difference? They didn't let failure define them. They let it refine them. Drop failure as feedback in the comments if you're ready to change your relationship with failure. Section 5. The network neglect. Your network is your net worth. This isn't just a catchy phrase, it's economic reality. Poor people undervalue relationships. Rich people invest in them strategically. The power of strategic relationships. Jack Ma's success wasn't built alone. He surrounded himself with people who complemented his weaknesses. When he needed technical expertise, he partnered with programmers. When he needed international connections, he built relationships with global business leaders. Reid Hoffman, the founder of LinkedIn, built his entire billion-dollar company on this principle. He understood that professional relationships are the backbone of business success. The mentorship multiplication effect. Every successful person has mentors. Warren Buffett had Benjamin Graham. Steve Jobs had Bob Noyce. Mark Zuckerberg had Steve Jobs. But here's what poor people don't understand. Mentorship isn't about finding someone famous. It's about finding someone who's achieved what you want to achieve and learning from their journey. Comment mentor if you're committed to finding a mentor in your field this year. Section 6. The action paralysis. The final and perhaps most crucial difference. Poor people overthink and underact. Rich people think enough to make informed decisions, then act boldly. The 70% rule. Jack Ma operated by what business leaders call the 70% rule. If you have 70% of the information you need, make the decision and adjust as you go. Waiting for 100% certainty means missing 100% of opportunities. Amazon's Jeff Bezos used this principle when he left his Wall Street job to start an online bookstore. He didn't have a complete business plan, but he had enough information to know that internet commerce was the future. The implementation gap. The gap between knowing and doing is where dreams go to die. You might know that you should. Start investing. Launch that business idea. Learn new skills, build better relationships. But knowledge without action is just entertainment. What's one action you're going to take this week? Comment action, followed by your commitment. Jack Ma transformed from a rejected English teacher to one of the world's most successful entrepreneurs, not because he had special advantages, but because he developed the right mindsets and took consistent action. Remember, being poor isn't about how much money you have in your bank account right now. It's about the thoughts in your head and the actions you take daily. You have the same 24 hours as Jack Ma, Elon Musk, and every other successful person. The question is, what are you going to do with them? The path from poor to rich isn't easy, but it's simple. Change your mindset about money and opportunities. Embrace failure as education. Never stop learning. Build strategic relationships. Take action despite uncertainty. Your transformation starts now with your next decision. If this video changed your perspective, hit that like button, subscribe to Meets Wisdom for more life-changing content, and ring the notification bell so you never miss our latest uploads. What resonated most with you? Drop your biggest takeaway in the comments below. I read every single one, and your insights help other viewers too. Remember, the only difference between where you are and where you want to be is the actions you take starting today.